Hey everyone, Dr. Abram here. How you doing? In here working on my off day, and just wanted to stop to clarify something for you. So, some of you are getting confused with understanding the drafts, the three drafts that you need to do before your final project. The drafts are there to help you build up the writing. So the first draft, I just asked for the basics. Give me, start creating that cover page. Go ahead and start to document the sources, your primary sources you're going to be referring to. Whose voice are we going to hear? Who are you bouncing your ideas off of? Go ahead and start to build out that bibliography. That table of contents I want to see, because that becomes your roadmap. That becomes a roadmap to understanding how you plan to pursue your project. How are you going to put all the pieces together? And then the abstract should be there in front, because that's your front to back. Now, the abstract is generally something that you write at the end of the project, so you'll go back and revisit that. But asking you to write it now is kind of just putting your mind toward um, asking yourself those questions. What am I doing? What am I trying to accomplish? What's my objective here? What am I trying to prove or disprove? What problem am I trying to solve? Why am I doing this research? What's the hope? What could the possible outcome be? You won't know for sure until after you do the research, do the reading, look at the sources, look at the theorists and the people, leading in your industry, and put all that together with your scripture, because this is religious studies and MDiv, the capstone projects for both of those degree programs are together here. So you all have to have a theological construct. You have to have a faith base, since this is religious studies. And so once you put all that together, then you go back and you revisit that abstract at the end, because that's like the preview, right? Like to a movie, it's like watching the preview. I want to know what you're doing, why you're doing it, how you pursued, looking at that thing, and what you found as a result of the research or the work that you've done in reading and looking up information. So that's how you want to put it together. And so draft one is not to isolate it from draft two and draft three, meaning they're not asking for different things, exclusively. It's a buildup. So from the feedback you get from draft one, some of you have already gotten that from me. Some of you, I'm having other chairpersons to take a look at your direction and give some feedback. But you to build on that, start to put meat on those bones, grow that, so that by the time you get to draft two, I should be hearing more of that literature review, hearing more content in, your sources, and how you're getting to, your destination. How are you going to get to the end of this project? Then by draft three, I should have a whole project. Okay, and this is a self-study, so I'm not holding your hand through this project. I'm not holding her hand through this. I'm here for you. Okay, so some of you have come to my office. We've video chatted. We've had conference calls. So that's what I'm here for. I'm that support person. But you have to take some self-initiative. Start hammering out this project. You need to be writing every single day. Every day you need to write on your project. Okay, if you do a page a day, you'll get it done. And so that's what I'm looking for. Then that way, when you have that whole project together in draft three, myself, I'll probably get a colleague to look at it. We'll give you any final ideas, suggestions, feedback before you submit your final draft, your final capstone project. Okay, so just wanted to clear that up, because some people were submitting separate parts for draft one, two, and three, and they need to be all together. Okay, this is one growing document, and you're just adding to it each time for each draft. So you should not have submitted a draft two or three yet, unless you already got feedback from your draft one and the outline of the ideas you have, and you're building on that. Okay, just wanted to make that point. It's going to be a great semester. You're going to do well. I hope you're not anxious. It is a big project. You're declaring to be a master of the church, so you're becoming a subject matter expert in something, whatever your problem is that you're solving, whatever that area is that you're tackling right now. You become the subject matter expert. And then when you get to doctoral studies with me, if you do the DMin, I have an accelerated writing program where we can build on your capstone project. You don't have to start from scratch. You don't have to start from ground zero. We can take all this work that you're doing, all these sources, all this research, and use that to launch your doctoral studies. And you can, pretty much be ready to go right into action research. So I'm excited about the potential and the possibilities, and I look forward to working with y'all and seeing you soon. All right, take care.